That's right, Wolf. No wall, just a cave. President Trump suffered one of his biggest tactical defeats of his political life, caving on his demand for a wall on the border as part of a deal to reopen the government. The president did agree to sign a short-term spending deal to get the government up and running, but that agreement could easily lead to another damaging shutdown in just a few weeks. President Trump's demand for a wall came tumbling down as he backed off in his standoff with Democrats over the government shutdown and made an unthinkable concession. He agreed to sign a spending bill without money for his border wall.
I will sign a bill to open our government for 3 weeks until February 15th. I will make sure that all employees receive their back pay very quickly or as soon as possible. It'll happen fast.
But the president cautioned the short-term agreement to reopen the government will only last 3 weeks, warning if he doesn't have his wall then, a shutdown could happen all over again, raising the prospect that he could declare a national emergency.
If we don't get a fair deal from Congress, the government will either shut down on February 15th again, or I will use the powers afforded to me under the laws and the Constitution of the United States to address this emergency.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer welcomed the concession from the White House, but stated Democrats aren't about to give the president what he wants.
I genuinely hope that this process can produce something that is good for the country and acceptable to both sides. We don't agree on some of the specifics of border security. Democrats are against the wall.
The president didn't sound like he was giving up on his wall as he ad-libbed big portions of his remarks, arguing border barriers work.
I believe drugs, large percentages of which come through the southern border, will be cut by a number that nobody will believe. So let me be very clear. We really have no choice but to build a powerful wall or steel barrier.
At one point in his speech, Mr. Trump sounded as though he's not dealing with reality, praising federal employees for not complaining about working without being paid.
You are fantastic people. You are incredible patriots. Many of you have suffered far greater than anyone but your families would know or understand. And not only did you not complain, but in many cases, you encouraged me to keep going because you care so much about our country and about its border security.
But federal workers have been sounding the alarm about the shutdown's devastating effects, including the potential for an aviation disaster, with so many air traffic controllers pushed to the breaking point.
We are already short-staffed, so now you've added the stress to air traffic controllers on and their personal circumstances. And they're not sleeping at night. Now we're concerned that they're not fit for duty.
The president's surrender on the shutdown also reveals a new political reality in Washington, with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi all but forcing Mr. Trump to eat his own tweets after he promised no cave just days ago. All Democrats had to do was point to the video from last month.
I will take the mantle. I will be the one to shut it down. I'm not going to blame you for it.
And take the mantle he did. Now, a senior administration official says the administration is taking steps to make sure federal workers do receive their back pay as soon as possible. It's not clear exactly when that will take place. It may vary agency by agency. And the big question tonight, Wolf, is just how much political damage has been done to the president. Not only is the president dealing with his cave on the shutdown, there is also the indictment of his longtime advisor, Roger Stone. As one Trump advisor put it to me earlier today, the White House is in a valley tonight.